Hey everybody, this is Fred Scholar, and today I'm going to check out a new pair of Dahus. These are ski boots that hopefully are going to make my skiing experience pain-free. And as you can see, the pair that I've got is a men's pair, and the Ecorce 01. What's exciting about the Dahus is that they promise to provide an experience that I haven't had before. One where I'm actually going to be pain-free on the mountain. Let's see what's inside here. Fairly nice box. And you can see the boots are packaged individually. Each has nice plastic on it. I'm excited to see what they'll look like. I'm going to take the plastic off and show you. I have been able to unbox the Dahus, looking at them right now. You can see immediately there's something different about these boots. First of all, they look pretty great. You know, out of the box they look terrific. They come with this strap. I believe this is probably for carrying them. And there's a package in here. Why don't we open that up and see what's inside? In that little bag we see that there's a tool that's clearly for adjusting the buckles on the shell, and there are a couple of product care documents. So one of the first things that I noticed in taking off the front piece of the shell was how easy it was. Sliding the buckles back and forth, the clips, it's all very well designed. It looks like it wouldn't be difficult to do at all. If I was in my skis or out of them and in a cold environment, it should be pretty easy going, even with gloves on. So that's great to see. I'm going to remove the rest of the boot now. There's a button in the back here, and if I depress that button, it opens up, making it pretty simple, even with one hand, to pull the boot out. Now, I see there's a spring down here, and I can start to see what makes the Dahus different from other boots in the market, and that's this really impressive inner boot. So I'm going to need both hands to take this out, although I could do it with one. I'm going to pull it out for the first time and see what the boot looks like on its own. What's really interesting about it is that, number one, it's super lightweight. It does have kind of a texture to the leather, and I'm not sure whether or not that is going to be good or bad when you get into some wet snow, or you know, kind of in between weather where you might get some sleet. But you can see a huge win compared to your standard ski boots and walking around. You're going to have a heck of a lot more mobility in these boots. They're definitely something that you can get around in and not be feeling kind of uncomfortable because you're trying to clump around in your ski boots. I can definitely see that these would be okay for driving and great for getting your gear together and walking up to the slopes. So this is looking good. See the shell here entirely open. You can see on the bottom there are some grids that the inner boot sits in, and the whole piece is kind of nice. Now I'm now going to take a look at what it's like to put these on for the first time. So I've put my foot into the boot for the first time. I've pulled the laces pretty tight, and now I'm got this long cord. What's kind of cool is that they've made a space for this. I guess you pull this out and then you're able to tuck that remainder of the cord in there. But I could see where this would be valuable. You know, it's got that nice piece of leather there so that you can carry your boots around pretty easily if you want. Obviously there are other places you could hold it as well. But what I'm noticing so far is that clearly there's a difference between these and you know, the racing boots I used to wear. I'm someone who's always had to put on boots that were unconventional, and for a while I was skiing in rear entry boots, and I've been using the same boots now for likely the last 30 some odd years, and they're finally at a point where the plastic is falling apart. And so I am excited and very hopeful that the Dahus are going to provide me with an experience that I will be very pleased with. I'm now in a sitting position, and I was able to pretty easily slide my feet in. This is the first time I'm trying the shell on over the boot, and so far so good. I'm going to see what it's like as I start to work through. Wow, that was really easy with one hand. I didn't expect it to go that well. And the other pieces, you can see there's a clip there and a clip there. You know, I'm close to end. Now they've got really unique set of buckles. The way the buckles work here it's pretty cool. There seem to be a lot of micro settings, and as we saw earlier, there is a tool that lets you move the primary setting if you need that. So right now I'm gonna see if I can buckle them up and see if I can get the kind of tightness that I'm accustomed to for a performance ski fit. All right, so I have my foot in the shell for the first time. Getting into it was pretty easy. What I did find is that because the buckles give you so many options for adjustment, that I at first started to get them to slide around a bit. But once I understood how they operated, there's no problem at all. And then I've got this nice, tight, snug fit at the top, which I really appreciate. So I've got to say, so far, so good. I am not dealing with the type of pain that I generally feel, actually very early on in the boot wearing process. So what I'm going to do is put on the other boot, get a sense of how it feels, and come back in about half an hour or so. Well, it's been about 45 minutes and I am still wearing these boots, which is actually pretty remarkable. Because most often when I try on a pair of ski boots, I need to unbuckle them pretty quickly. And right now things are doing pretty well, and I have in fact clamped down the buckles more than once, tightening them, because I've found that as I've been wearing these, I think they're kind of getting more accustomed to my foot, and I am feeling more comfortable with pulling in the buckles further. So there you have it. We've unboxed the Dahu Ecorce 1 ski boots, and I'm looking forward to taking them out for a run in the near future.